Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia. Deepest apologies for the having a little bit of a technical glitch. Let me know if anything starts to kind of buffer or be a little bit slow, or if my voice isn't matching up with my mouth or anything like that, and I'll do my best to fix it. Appreciate your patience. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and request any support for your greater good. We're going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid to all of your requests. If you are watching this on the video replay and you want to skip ahead to the healing, go to about the 1 hour mark, and then from there you can begin your journey. And if you're returning, it's wonderful to see you again. Thank you for your ongoing support. Let's go ahead and say some hellos and take a peek at that grid. Okay, awesome. Okay, so here we are. Wonderful. Okay, so let me just give this a shot. Pardon me as I try to troubleshoot on the fly here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, oh, good. It's resolved. Awesome. Yeah, I can't complain too much. I see a lot of streamers that struggle more than I do. So when it happens to me, I'm just grateful that the guides have my back. Yeah, thank you and many blessings to all of the gaming YouTubers who do how-to videos on how to do all this stuff, because that's how I learned. I've learned so much on YouTube. It's only right that I share my wisdom. But it's wonderful to see you all. Jennifer Vatsa, Gail Guire, Key, and/or Patty. Vic, it's good to see you. Kanta and Barbara, good to see you again. Oh, awesome. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. Super appreciate it. Did I see that Jennifer's cat, Corey, is feeling better? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. We'll still bring some support. Poor little guy. Okay. Perfect timing. Need a nap. Yes, happy solstice indeed. Happy solstice to you too. In case you doze off, connection and communication. Oh yeah, filling out forms for selling your house. I can only imagine. Awesome. Yeah, have a kitty nap. So let's start with Jennifer's request for connection and communication, and we will go from there. So let's go. OBS is terrible on Macs. I don't have a Mac. I have just an IBM desktop that I got from, it's like a refurbished one. I'm very grateful for it. I was very lucky. Blessing from the universe for sure. Restream's a good one. StreamYard is supposed to be a good one. Streamlabs, I think, too. But OBS, I've been okay with. It's something that you have to be willing to get tedious with at times. And it can be kind of scary to do it when you're live, but you guys are so awesome. So let's see, connection and communication. Let's do for connection. The first thing that my mind went to was actually Herkimer diamond. Herkimer is great for manifesting and really just being connected to divinity, feeling connected to spirit, being able to connect intuitively and just feeling the support of spirit. It's also wonderful for metabolism, being in the present moment and harmonizing energy. So there we go. Oh, you couldn't get the multicam set up. Yeah, I'm lucky. It worked fine for me. So I'm very lucky. Let's see. And sodalite is excellent for communication. Everything having to do with expression in general. And Expression can show up as spoken word, it can show up as written word, it can show up as performance, dance, music, but to truly convey what is within. So definitely sodalite to help with the communication. Let's actually move this up. I will get to everyone's requests. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So glad you are here. And Corey's back to his normal kitty self. We'll still give him a little bit of extra love with some leopard skin jasper and some aquamarine. Leopard skin jasper is great for everything that has to do with animals. So here we go. Also, not just our like living, breathing animals around our house, but also for connecting to our animal guides. And it's wonderful for anything that's impacting the skin as well as attracting love. So we'll bring this in. It's also helpful for coordination and balance. That's a really sharp looking trio of stones right there. As usual too, we have our copper spiral, which helps to break up the blockages and get the energy flowing. Aquamarine is very helpful for the teeth and gums as well as the fluids of the body. This is a stone too that can help with forgiveness and with deflecting pettiness. We often joke that this is the anti-Karen stone. It works really well for that, and so I'm keeping Ki in mind with that aspect, but definitely for support with Corey's teeth and gums. So yeah, definitely bring in some aquamarine. Let's swap these around. Awesome. Have a lovely nap. Okay. And let's see. Oh, he will nap with you now that the leopard skin jasper is out. Oh, Kanta, happy birthday. A happy birthday and productive new year of joy and positive changes. Ooh, I like that. Let's do some polychrome jasper for that. So for having a good year ahead where there's, like you said, productive, this is one that's really motivating. It helps to break up indifference and lethargy, and it sort of gets you excited about taking the steps on your soul's journey. It's very connected with the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root. That's where we show up and actually enact our soul's purpose and make it actionable and something we can work with. So it's superb for that. It's also great for physical movement, the joints to some extent, especially the joints in the lower body. But if you do any kind of like physical movement, this can be a wonderful stone. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm trying to think of a good like birthday stone. Some like good juju. Let's see, let me reread this. Happy birthday, productive new year, joy and positive changes. Let's do some fuchsite. This one helps with encouraging us to find time for play, as play can be so healing and renewing and restorative, and it brings a ton of joy. This is also a stone that can help with spinal alignment, with better sleep, and with any kind of inner child work, but it's really a great stone of self-care and just finding time for the fun in life. I know, everybody's favorite honey calcite. This helps attract all the wonderful people into your life, all the people who vibe with who you are right here and now. It helps to balance the sacral and solar plexus chakra, so our center of self, personal identity, and our will, with how we relate to others around us. So awesome for that. It's also great for optimism, even in really difficult times. So I wish you all the best, Kanta. Have a beautiful birthday. Happy solar return. Okay, awesome. And Catherine, welcome back in. Oh, you're so welcome, Kanta. And Catherine. And Letitia, good to see you. Okay, and Jennifer requested kunzite, sunstone, lemurian, sugilite. Kunzite, sunstone. And sugilite. Sugilite helps with calling on all of us to acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things. It helps us to connect to one another and to embody world peace and enlightenment and more or less like community, globally speaking. So yeah, great one for world peace. There we go. So that is sugilite. Sunstone helps us to expand our vision of our own potential. Sometimes we can set our goals a little low just based on we don't necessarily realize that we can aim way higher. It's just maybe like some limiting self-views kind of thing. This is a stone that helps you to dream big and to raise the bar for yourself in a way that's still very much attainable. It's also helpful for being seen, being noticed, being recognized. It can help if you're a small business. This can help your marketing and being in front of people. It can also help you to be recognized at work. That can lead to things like promotions and upward mobility in your career. It's also helpful for phobias and for protection against people who would be exploitative. So that is sunstone. The Lemurian quartz is fantastic with childhood trauma and really, really old, stuck, like painful energy, whether it's this life or past lives. This is one that was actually gifted to us from Cora Carr and Vincent. Like I said, wonderful for past life healing, but also to learn about yourself through the healing journey. So we will bring this in. And kunzite is a very high vibrational stone of the heart center. It's very angelic. Whenever I hold it, I think of like the highest levels of the angel realms and connection to the Kuan Yin. This is one that helps you to greatly elevate your heart center and expand it so you can actually hold more love. It helps us to focus on the upper chakras and our connection to spirit, less the connection to earth. So it can be a little ungrounding, but that can be a really good thing when it's really called for. All things in balance, right? But yeah, this helps to remind you of your spirit nature and your connection to spirit. So that is pink kunzite. Okay. And I feel like calling in moonstone too. Moonstone helps us with our connection to the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature as the moon controls the tides. I like to think of it as very connected to the high priestess in the tarot, which is connection to ancient wisdom, deep knowledge, spiritual connection, intuition, as well as wise woman traditions. It's very protective for women. It's very protective of travelers, and it also helps to attract loving relationships. So we'll bring this in too. It's a good one for anyone that does any kind of full or new moon work as well. And there's lots of different ways that moonstone can look. It's in the feldspar family, which includes a lot of crystals, actually, including sunstone and green amazonite, and certainly labradorite. There we go. Fantastic. Awesome. So if you do fall asleep, Jen, I hope you have a good nap. And setting an intention for relief from stress and pain. Absolutely. Hey, Goddess of Four, good to see you. Chris. Wonderful. Relief from stress and pain. Let's do some green calcite. That's my favorite stress stone, especially stress and anxiety. This helps to also release the physical tension that things like stress can actually bring into our body. When we're anxious or stressed in any way, we kind of wince and hold it in our muscles even more than we realize. This helps unwind that physical component as well as work on the emotional and mental component. So also great for just calming, reassuring, and help support nervousness. So we'll bring this in. So that is green calcite. I'm also going to bring in some shungite. That helps to get stress out of the body too. Wonderful for physical recovery and tissue repair, but also for breaking up really stuck, like old energy, really stuck emotional pain and stress, and helps kind of move it out of our energy field. It's also wonderful if you tend to feel electromagnetic charges in the air, like if you spend time around electronics, if you feel very drained. If you're one of those folks who's sensitive to that, this can be very helpful. But it's great for just clearing anyone's energy field. So superb stone for stress. For pain, I will bring in lapis. This is great for pain and inflammation, and also for integrity in all the ways that integrity can be embodied. Honest, open communication, having follow through in what you've promised, and being organized. It really discourages disorganization. Like I said, the way that this helps with pain is actually really palpable, and I work with it quite a bit. I also really like it for vertigo and hearing loss too. And I'm going to bring in some ruby. Ruby is one of the stones that's thought to aid with things like fibromyalgia. Also citrine, which we will be bringing in later. But in addition to that, ruby helps with love and fertility, but also with management and leadership skills. If you're looking to cultivate those skills in your life, this is a really empowering stone. It gives you the courage to be yourself and to lead in your own unique way. So that's ruby. Thank you for being here. Awesome. And I hope that this helps. Awesome. And we've got for Patty, fuchsite, zoisite, red tiger's lapis, good stuff. Oh wow, we're like reading each other's minds here, just like normal. Okay, so zoisite, red tiger eye. We've already got lapis, aquamarine, sunstone, chalcopyrite. So chalcopyrite is not the clear that we see here, but it's that kind of almost goldish. It looks like fake gold. Yeah, chalcopyrite, it does change over time as it's been exposed to the elements and as it oxidizes, but this is a stone that can help with finding things that are lost, among other things, but it also can help focus a scattered mind. So, and any stone that is accompanied by clear quartz, as this helps to amplify the energy and direct it. So I hope that this is helpful for you. For right now, I'm going to put that here. And I may end up putting that in the center of the grid at some point. Zoisite helps with releasing negativity. It also helps us to connect with nature, which can be so renewing and restorative and grounding, especially when we're just like really stressed out or really upset. It's great for facing a lot of different tasks, especially things that are roadblocks or things in your way. If you have a long list of to-dos that you keep procrastinating on or not wanting to deal with, this can help encourage you to go through those things step by step and tick them off your list. So that is zoisite. Let's actually put that, no, we'll put that here and here. And red tigerite is highly protective on the physical realm and in the spiritual realm. So whether we're talking about malevolent, magical, spiritual work or mundane bullying, picking on, that kind of stuff, red tigerite really helps to keep that stuff at bay. It's a wonderful stone to give someone that's prone to bullying or any environment where people are like catty or any of that kind of low vibe stuff. For that kind of scenario, I would also bring aquamarine. This is great for that. Also wonderful for asking the universe to provide you with quick financial abundance. So that is red tigerite. Fantastic. And it's so good to see you here. Let's see, did I get everything that you asked for? I did. Yeah, awesome. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. And it's good to see you, Patty. Lots of love to you and Key. Hope Key's feeling better. Oh no, Dobby is having a chronic ear infection. No. Okay, I put some leopard skin jasper out there already, which is great for everything animal related. And I did see somebody else is not feeling so hot. Let's do some moss agate. This is a stone that covers so much physical on the physical level and so much on the spiritual level too. It's very popular throughout Southeast Asia, particularly in China. And it's moss agate. So moss agate helps with any kind of infection, whether it's bacterial, fungal, viral, whatever's going on. This is thought to help the body get an upper hand. On a more spiritual level, it helps with our connection to nature, which again is so renewing and restorative. But it helps with inner child work, higher self work, and connection to the divine. This reminds you that you are a divine manifestation of love and spirit is always with you. So we will bring this in. For the ears and inner ear, lapis is very helpful, but I'm also going to go ahead and bring in sapphire. This helps with channeling and our connection to our angels and our spirit guides and getting messages, whether for ourselves or someone else. It also helps with speedy justice. It's thought to be protective of the thyroid and helpful for the eyes and ears, as well as it's thought to help with dementia, both for the individual struggling with it and their caregivers. So this is sapphire. A very high vibrational stone, very intense to work with. So if you don't have a good grounding practice, you might want to cultivate that first before channeling with this. But it is very lovely, and I hope that that helps. Good to see you. The stone in the middle that looks like cotton candy, what is it? This one, the pink is pink kunzite. That is very angelic, and it helps with opening our heart to basically hold more love. It's a very high vibrational connection to the highest levels of the angels. And when I hold it, I often think of the Kuan Yin. Very, very deeply healing and helps to surround you with unconditional love. So I hope that's the one. If not, if it's this purple, that is sugilite, and that is excellent for world peace and the interconnection of all things, intuition as well. So I hope that helps. Let's see. Manifesting your true destiny. Herkimer helps. Herkimer helps. Let's bring in some chrysocolla. This helps with being in connection with your greatest good and your greatest sense of purpose. And this is a stone that can also help you make decisions that are in alignment with that. It can also help with new means of creativity, which can be really, really helpful if you're trying to figure out what things are for you. So that can help. So we'll bring in some chrysocolla. Actually, let's bring some in around the edge. Let's bring in a whole bunch. So that's chrysocolla. It's a very encouraging stone that helps you feel supported as you follow your soul's purpose. And I'm going to bring in some blue apatite as well. This helps with understanding our soul's purpose and embracing it, like having the courage to walk that path. It's also wonderful for strengthening your auric field so that you can be strong within yourself energetically, less likely to take on the energy of others. So it's a wonderful stone for folks who feel that the term empath really reflects well for them. It's also wonderful for any relationship with food, as well as weight gain and weight loss. So yeah, letting go and also following what is your highest good to move forward in, not necessarily everyone else's. So let's bring this in. So blue apatite. It's a very loving energy. So there you go. All the best to you, Catherine. And Barbara is seeking direction from God, angels, universe, intuition, peace, and enlightenment, clarity, which direction to move forward. Absolutely. So we've got we definitely have a theme today for that. I think we're all kind of itching for that, aren't we? I'm going to bring in some chevron amethyst and some celestite. Chevron amethyst helps with not only things like manifesting, but connection to spirit and being able to send up what we're asking for and hear replied back to us whatever the answer might be or the guidance might be. This is a stone that can also help with clairvoyance and any connection to spirit, whether you read cards or you just kind of feel and know. And it's also superb for tolerance of others and for degenerative diseases. So that is chevron amethyst. It works really well alongside Herkimer diamond. And celestite is a very angelic stone as well. Blue sapphire is very helpful for what you asked about, but celestite works really well alongside it. This helps with our connection to our angels. It helps with, in a way, understanding their guidance and bringing it through. It also helps with discerning thoughts from fears, especially in relation to guidance. So sometimes we can't tell if we're really afraid of something or if that's a guidance that's just not the right path for us. Like, is this my logic? Is this my intuition? this is a stone that can be really helpful. And the way that I work with the angels, I find that they help me on my soul's purpose. So this can be very helpful with that. It's also helpful for all manner of pain too. So this can be helpful for Gelguire as well. And for clarity, I'm going to bring in blue kyanite because that helps us all to understand the messages that are coming through. In addition to better understanding our spiritual guidance, this is a stone that can allow us to feel a greater sense of really grounded self-pride. Like self-pride as like self-respect and pride in who you fundamentally are, not what you've accomplished, not like the stuff that you have or like the title that you have, but the person you are, that you are lovable and beautiful just as you are. Radical self-acceptance is also thought to be helpful for certain types of neurological care as well. So that is blue kyanite. And I'm so glad that you're here, Barbara. Awesome. And just making sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, good stuff. So Vic, you wanted some support for, and I'm going to look through all of yours, but definitely help for your joints, especially your right elbow and wrist. Let's bring in some howlite. There we go, right in front of me. Howlite is great for the joints and the bones, for the discomfort of and the healing of as well. On an emotional level, this is a stone that can be really helpful for anger, frustration, resentment, all of the above. This can help like take the sting out of those feelings so that we can ground a little bit and use our mind a little bit more easily to figure out, is there another way around this besides just being volatile? Sometimes that volatility is like, it's there for a reason, but sometimes we can figure out a better way to work with it. Anything related to the teeth, hair, and bones, howlite is superb. I think it's honestly one of my favorite stones, for definitely on my list as one of the stones that is most underrated. So many folks are so intent on selling it as white turquoise, which is much more expensive, that they just don't see the value in this as a stone, and it really is just something else. It can help so many people. And let's bring some of Chris's requests in. Let's start with some rose quartz, carnelian, and garnet. Rose quartz is this powerful stone of the heart center, a very consistent, loving energy that helps remind us that when we let go of one thing, we're making room for something better. It helps reminds us that sort of like leaving behind the baggage of the past isn't inviting something worse to come in. It reminds us that there's something better that can come into. It's a powerful healer of the heart center and very, very loving. Carnelian aids with relationships of all kinds, of course, romantic relationships too. It's definitely, it works with the sacral chakra, which is the center of how we relate to the world around us and the people in it, but it also encompasses sexuality, sexual function, and dysfunction. It's a strong helper for fertility. It helps to attract a loving relationship, but it's also great for all the ways that we build relationships with those around us. So from colleagues to family members to neighbors, this is a wonderful stone to work with. It's also great for things like it's often given as a gift to folks when they're going through fertility struggles. This is a very common gift for that. And it's also great for cold and allergies too. So that is carnelian. Creativity as well. Such a beautiful orange. And garnet is the ultimate Capricorn stone. It is executive function in a crystal. Absolutely lovely. So with garnet, this helps us to kind of, I know it's an old school, like it's almost like a joke at this point, the business expression to think outside the box. This is all about that. Looking at the things that you've done for a long time or that are new, either way, and taking a fresh eye at them and saying, how can I do this in the most efficient way? What's the best way to get this done? It's wonderful for organizing. So if you are like me and finally getting around to your spring cleaning and reorganizing, garnet can be an absolute buddy for that. But anytime that you're trying to like streamline your tasks, whether it's work related or home related, garnet is wonderful. It's very grounding, and it can also help with courage and any kind of way that you're looking to take leadership into your own life. So let's go ahead and put some of that around. And grain aventurine and emerald, and then we'll come back for some more. Aventurine and emerald. Emerald is wonderful for the upper respiratory system, especially those of you who, if like me, you struggle with things like asthma, allergies, that kind of thing, especially this time of year, or after the wildfires or anything else that might be going on in your part of the world. This can be very helpful for that. It's also great for reigniting your passions in life and to heal skin and tissue. It helps us to feel more confident about our appearance, especially if we've been made to feel really bad about our appearance, and it helps us to feel ready for success. So we'll bring in some emerald. Let's see, we'll bring emerald in around here. And green aventurine it's very complementary to sunstone. This helps us to see a much more expanded version of what we're able to do. It's very encouraging. It's like it comes over and gives you a hug and says, did you know that you could do more than you think you can? It's one of those kinds of stones. It also helps with allergies, eye problems, fertility, and anything that makes you feel a little bit intimidated, including learning something new, thinking, oh, I could never learn that. I could never do that. If that's what you're feeling, aventurine is a great antidote to that. Let's go and put this in here. So let's see what some other folks have requested. Feeling under the weather and coming down with something. Definitely the moss agate. Absolutely. I saw your request and I was like, oh, definitely. So moss agate for sure. Let's also bring in some tree agate as well. This is a stone that is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And in that system, it encompasses energy anatomy with like things like chakras, but there's a lot more to that system, including these channels through which energy moves called nadi. In English, we would spell that N-A-D-I. They flow all throughout the body, and they basically help move all of the energy to exactly where it needs to go. Think of like the equivalent of your vascular system, but for energy. So, or even similar to the meridians in Chinese medicine. This is thought to harmonize and get the flow running evenly and optimally, regardless of what body type you have and where the imbalances are in this moment. It's like self-regulating in a sense. So this is thought to help positively impact health and well-being on all levels. So I'll bring this in for you too. So feel better. Blue topaz and pyrite. I don't have blue topaz, and unfortunately, is there another blue stone that... Is there another blue stone that we do for you? Catherine, I'm not sure. Let's see, but I'll definitely get the pyrite. So pyrite helps with manifesting financial abundance and with opening to your intuition while also setting a filter of safety and protection. It's highly protective in that way. It also helps the body to make the most of a Reiki session, and it's wonderful for the brain and memory as well as the lungs, and it's thought to positively impact if you have a fever to help your body to bring that down. So that is pyrite. Awesome. Self-care for Vic, absolutely. Let's bring in some Amazonite. Amazonite reminds those of us who tend to forget about it to take better care of ourselves and to make sure that we are getting the care that we need so that we can continue our work. Big yawn, sorry about that. It's also very calming, and it has a very positive impact on the spine and the spinal nerves. So, wonderful stone. That's Amazonite. And the other self-care stone is Fuchsite, which is right here. Okay. I agree. Sunstone is fitting for the summer solstice. Hey, Susan! I hope you're doing well. Lots of love. You and Greg, absolutely. Blue lapis. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, lapis is in there. We got you for lapis. Okay, no worries, Catherine. Okay, let's see. What can I help you with today, Susan and Greg? We've got aquamarine and sapphire in there, so that should help with justice stuff. Let's see. Healing of the skin. Healing of the skin is leopard skin jasper for certain. That is excellent for healing of the skin. There's also another one that's good for that. Tourmalinated quartz. Tourmalinated quartz, it's any color of quartz that has black tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline helps to repel and dispel negative energy. So to have it going through a piece of quartz kind of amplifies that, and it's thought that tourmalinated quartz helps break up really old, really stuck energy. It's like the scar tissue stone, whether it's in the body, on the body, or in the emotions or the mental space. It really breaks up old stuck patterns like old childhood stuff and ways that we get in our own way. It's also helpful with connection to new ways of earning. So getting a new job, getting a second job, having passive income, a different kind of hustle, all of those different kinds of ways of earning. This can help with that. It's very protective of folks that travel. If you're traveling, this and Moonstone are really protective, and it's thought to be really good for the cardiac system too. So we'll bring this in. But yeah, so when it comes to the skin, this can really break up anything that's on the skin too. Like if it's healing, it'll help prevent scarring. So yeah, leopard skin jasper and some tourmalinated quartz just for some extra love. Awesome. Crystals for protection, weight loss, more energy, and more money. Hell yes. Yes, I second all of those things. So definitely if you're looking to lose or gain weight, blue apatite is super helpful. Even if you're just looking for a better relationship to food, it's excellent. But let's also bring in some iolite. That can be very empowering when you're on a weight loss journey. This one also helps you sleep better so that you'll have more energy, and helps with money management so you can make better use of the money you have. And it's thought to have a positive impact on fever. It's a stone that can help the way that we experience clairvoyance too. So if you're doing any kind of visionary journeying or visionary meditation, or you get visual cues of your connection to spirit, iolite can be very helpful and very grounding at the same time. So let's go ahead and put that on top of our rose quartz. I love iolite. Let's see. More energy and more money. Let's do some citrine, because we've got most of our money manifestor stones out there. Let's definitely do the citrine. So this is absolutely helpful for financial gain and for bringing in the things that we need, like basic needs to be met. That's depending on your situation. That could be a car, roof over your head, all those good things. I often use it for balancing logic and intuition so that you can make decisions and come up with ideas with a good balance of both. It's helpful for nausea, fibromyalgia, as I mentioned earlier, and if you're working through any addictions or compulsions, citrine can be very, very helpful, as can amethyst. So this is citrine, but yeah, great for calling on financial abundance in Western feng shui, because our society is just not built to feng shui standards at all. But in Western feng shui, the financial abundance corner is if you walk into your home or a room, walk into the room, in through the doorway, and with the doorway at your back, looking forward, the farthest left corner, that's going to be your money corner. So if you want to put any kind of a plea, like a thank you note to the universe, thank you for all the abundance that you gave me this month, or any other way that you want to call on it, or if you want to place some citrine there, that's a good place to put it. And protection. Pyrite helps. Red tiger eye is powerful for it. We've got lots of good protective stones, but the first one that popped to mind when I read your entry was black onyx. So that's what we're going to pull. This helps to ground fear and anxiety as well as self-doubt. It helps you to build your self-esteem a little bit. It also helps to process grief. It's a powerful grief processing stone. It's great for connection to your ancestors. Like if you're doing any kind of, if you're researching your family tree and you want to feel that connection, this is a good stone for that. If you want to feel the energy of your crossed over loved ones, this is a great stone for that. But it's extremely protective on the etheric levels and on the mundane levels too. It can even protect against people that tend to like play mind games, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but highly, highly protective. Go. Okay. Fantastic. There we go. Awesome. Good to see you. Love it, Goddess 4. Very good to see you. Crystals for teeth and joints, absolutely. We have Howlite is superb for joints and for teeth. And for teeth and gums, we also have Aquamarine. So we got you covered. Emotional stability, absolutely. Oh, and more energy too. Yeah, let's do that. So more energy. Clarity and next steps, perfect. Emotional stability. Shrinking of growths. Tourmalinated quartz is thought to be really helpful for that. And that's here and here. So best of luck with that. And yeah, for emotional stability, we'll do lepidolite. So emotional stability, this is lepidolite. It is lithium mica. Sometimes you'll see this as a solid stone. Other times you'll see it as like this kind of purple gray colored mica where it would slide off in sheets. This has been used as a mental health medication in the West since at least the 40s. It's still popular here in the US. It's been used by the Greeks for ages and ages, but it absolutely has, on an energetic level, a wonderful impact on mental health as well as far as emotional stability. This is a stone that absolutely has a big impact physiologically, and it's not across the board great for everybody. So I never suggest putting crystals in water and drinking it, but especially not with this one or the next one we're going to learn about. But lepidolite is also great for kind of helping to soothe and calm the emotions and see the root cause of what might be going on, as well as any patterns that need to be released, but it's very, very stabilizing. So we'll bring that in. Let's see. Put this one here opposite the chalcopyrite. And bumblebee jasper is great for clarity and focus as well as energy. So this is vitality. This is being able to focus on the task at hand, like mental clarity. This is empowering manifestation and kind of pepping you up and motivating you to be like, let's get to work. Whether you're going it alone or if you're working in a group, this can motivate an entire group too. It helps to bring positivity, confidence, motivation, and it's also great for balancing the yin and yang within the body. So it can be really healthy on all levels. It's great for decision making too. It is in part sulfur and arsenic, so absolutely not for direct elixirs. So let's go ahead and place this. Let's actually do... There we go. That looks great. So that will help. Hey, Heart. Barbara, hope you're well. Okay, good stuff. Lisa, good to see you too. Oh, Susan, you and your sister got a vending spot at Pagan Pride in September. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Oh, Vic, thank you so much. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. Susan, all the stones seem to be in line with your intentions. Herkimer for buyers and a lot of angelic stuff you're working on, plus what everybody else has been asking for. Yeah, it always does work out that way where our requests all overlap. We tend to go through cycles together, absolutely. We've got a lot of we definitely have Herkimer. And for finding buyers for your business, let's bring in some Cinnabar. Cinnabar is very, very helpful for calling in customers to a business. It's long been considered a merchant stone, and the Cinnabar is just the red. Everything else is quartz and other stone in the background. And the reason I'm holding it like this is it's very toxic. This is mercury. Be very careful with Cinnabar. Of course, for a long time, we didn't know how bad Cinnabar/mercury was for people. I mean, look how long ago we had leaded gasoline. Not that long ago. But this is if you purchase Cinnabar today, how you might see it is just these little specks of red inside of a piece of quartz or other base elementary stone. But yeah, it had been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years to attract financial abundance in a lot of different cultures. So yeah, that is Cinnabar. So we hope that attracts customers to your booth. Definitely talk to Cora, Carr, and Vincent. If you want, I can put you all in touch. I believe they will be there at Pagan Pride. So definitely it would be wonderful for you all to meet in person. For those of us in Philly, I'll always connect us. If you're open to it, let me know, and I'll exchange information between people if both people are open, and make it very clear that they're open to that. And I think that would be super rad. You guys are both grads of mine. But all the best to all of you. Heart releasing childhood pain and the feeling of sadness and rejection, not living through ego, and blue apatite. So yeah, blue apatite is here. Childhood pain and sadness and rejection. For childhood stuff, we have Lemurian quartz. So we've got that to support you. And let's bring in some green onyx. This can be very helpful for grief and sadness, especially old grief and sadness. It's even good if we're at that place of like emotional shutdown. This is one of my like emotional first aid type stones that I think of to go to when things are really rough. It helps to move forward despite that emotional pain so that you can move forward while you're still healing, but it does help you process deep, deep sadness. So green onyx. If you do purchase green onyx somewhere, it may be like this, but it will more likely be like a pistachio color. These were mined a very long time ago, and most of the newer deposits they found are much lighter in color, so just putting that out there if you're looking for it. Oh, and I think I see a Hattie cat. We might get a visit. Let's also do, and releasing childhood pain, also tourmalinated quartz, so helpful for that. Hey, you. Hey, you want to come up? No. Okay, well, let me know when you change your mind. I know you will. Okay, but lots of love to you, heart. Let's see, continued recovery from COVID and Lyme and arthritis. Oh, now you want to come up. Come on up. Yeah, you purring? Yeah, you're purring. Okay, Hattie, if you want to hang out on my lap, you certainly can. Let's see. And back issues. General alignment from and balance for yourself and energy of the universe. Oh, you're turning me into a biscuit. Thank you there, Hattie. Oh, that's sweet. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Back issues. Back issues definitely covered with Amazonite. We have moss agate in there. And let's also do for recovery from illness and injury, let's bring in some epidote for you and your family. I don't know if we've brought that one in for you yet. Hi, yes. Yes, you are precious. She's trying to push the crystals out of my hand so I can pet her. Yeah, so Epidote is great for recovering from illness and injury, but it's also wonderful for things like the brain, especially things that are neurodegenerative and specifically Parkinson's. It's also great for, for a connection to the fairy realm. So if that's something you work with, it can be very helpful. I've often used it and most often used it for negative self-talk, like the way we talk down to ourselves. This is a great stone if you're trying to break that habit. It can be very supportive and help you be mindful of it so that you can kind of catch yourself in the moment and like reprogram that in a sense. It's also great for the nervous system in general. So I think that this can really help heart as well. So that is Epidote. So yeah, I wish all the best. We also have Shungite, which helps with healing from illness and injury too. And awesome. Bringing in new opportunity and openness. Ooh, definitely honey calcite for sure. And also for arthritis. Gotcha. So for arthritis, as well as for what Hart was asking for with releasing old pain, let's bring in some malachite. This can be wonderful for both. This is also great for inflammation, insomnia. If you're struggling with that, I have in the past. It's absolutely horrible. But yeah, arthritis, as well as depression, anxiety, processing really painful emotions and so that you can move through them. I like to think of, because since the heart chakra is green, I like to think that the sort of the striations of green are kind of display how it helps to move the energy through that center. It's also really helpful for fears, especially fear of flying. So it's great for phobias. And in general, it's great for letting go of the past, like processing the past and letting go of it. So let's do a piece here, a piece here. Yeah, we have those there. So that's malachite. And let me just see if we got everything. General alignment, balance of yourself, and balance of the energy of the universe. Herkimer. Herkimer is in there for that. Let's also do... Awesome. And if I skipped anything, let me know and I will work it in there. But I think we're good to go on to the next thing. Sinuses, smelling better, breathing better. Definitely emerald. Emerald is very, very helpful with that. Let's also bring in rhodonite. Rhodonite helps to heal a broken heart so that we can open our heart to love again. It helps. It's also very helpful for the lungs, allergies, and asthma, as well as moving through old pain of if you've experienced emotional abuse. This is a stone that can be very, very healing for that. It's also another stone that's helpful for balancing the yin and yang energies in the body alongside bumblebee jasper. And I actually wear this stone every day. So there is rhodonite. There we go. And I think we are good. Yes, let me take one more peek. Awesome. I'm so glad you all are connecting and helping each other out. Wonderful. Oh, and bedrooms as sanctuaries. Ooh, what can we do for that? So let's see. The two organizing stones that I have are already out there. It's lapis and garnet. Let's see, for setting an emotional space, like... any that would necessarily help with that specifically. I think we're good. I'm going to bring in just a little bit of picture jasper as our last stone. This one helps with envisioning a really bright potential and future. It also helps with new ventures and adventures. It supports the kidneys, and it helps with finding our hidden fears that can really hold us back that we don't even realize are there. It's also great for moving and traveling abroad or being around or immersing yourself in new cultures. So picture jasper. And let's go ahead and get ready to transition into the healing, because I think everybody feels ready for it. I know I can kind of feel the chill vibes on the other end of everyone's screens. Awesome. So you can help me to prepare the energy for the healing by going ahead into the chat and entering anything that you're grateful for, anything at all, anything that you feel comfortable sharing in such a big format anyway. You can also just think about it. While you're in the comments, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it would super help me out. I'm going to quickly explain a little bit about what Reiki is, how it works, and how to make the most of your session. And then from there, we're going to go ahead into the Reiki. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, and I'm actually going to fix my camera here. Oh, maybe not. OBS is struggling today. Let me go ahead and fix this. There we go. So yeah. So my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. The word Reiki actually, it has become more of like a general catch-all term for energy healing, but specifically the style I work with is known as Usui Reiki, and it's named after this tradition's founder, Mikao Usui, who founded this method in the early 1920s in Japan. At that time, you could not teach anything that even kind of looked like religion, and so he created a deeply spiritual yet 100% secular approach to working with that energy. The term energy in this regard and in Usui's system is best described by looking at the indigenous spirituality of Japan known as Shintoism, in which everyone and everything has a soul, and that all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. And that spirit, however you define it, would be supplying the life force energy to all that is through that interconnectedness. That spiritually guided soul energy is Reiki. That's actually what Reiki translates to. So this energy is already a part of you. Your body, mind, and spirit are working with it all the time. Even if you're not aware of it or culturally have never experienced the concept of energy before, it's still there. Much like how we're mostly made of water and we don't really think of it, but we drink water all the time and we need it for so many different processes in the body, yet we don't have to think about it. It just happens. When I do the work today, essentially what I'll be doing is connecting to that spiritually guided life force energy and directing more of it to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be, so that it can benefit you in the ways that are the greatest, highest good for you in this moment. You might feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or be released. Mentally, you may have an opportunity to think some things through and process some things, or even hear yourself, your subconscious. And on a spiritual level, you may get some clarity, some intuition, or just a deep sense of connection. You may also just have a really lovely nap, and more than likely you'll have an experience that's some kind of perfect blend of all of those things. So what do you have to do on your end? Nothing. Nothing at all. I generally suggest that you get as physically comfortable as you can, like sit up, lay down, close your eyes. You don't have to stay awake. You can move around all you want. You don't have to stay in one spot. You don't have to close your eyes. You definitely don't have to focus on anything. You definitely don't have to keep your mind silent. This is your time to enjoy as it feels right for you. So if you want to get up and get a glass of water, go ahead. If you want to use this time to journal or do some stretching or play some music, whatever feels right to you, this is your time for your healing. I will send this healing energy for 25 minutes. During which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up if you want to learn more about our musical creator. Excuse me. She is linked at the bottom of the description, so you can learn all about her, see her website, and her amazing YouTube page, so you can listen to her music all day long if you'd like. And as far as being connected whenever you happen to be watching this, absolutely. Oh, we see a tail. I got kitty photobombed. Hang on. Oh, it's a Gertie girl. Yeah. You want to say hi? Yes, so whenever you're watching this, the energy will be available to help support you and bring you healing, and you can enjoy it whenever it happens to find you. And for those of you who are here today, if you ever find that you would like some Reiki and I'm not live, you can always go to our past healing live stream playlist. There's over 300 videos you can choose just from the picture on the thumbnail. You'll always pick the right one. But because we're all interconnected and Reiki is an abundant energy, it doesn't matter when you're finding this video, the energy will find you just the same. I'm being turned into a biscuit and it's so cute. Aw, kitten kisses. They know it's Reiki time. So yeah, and your animals might know that it's Reiki time also. So if you haven't already, you might consider subscribing. I'm here live 5 times a week, same days, same times. They're listed in the description. You can also learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses. There's a Reiki 1 class this weekend that still has some room. And if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, all of that's at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. All the links are in the description, and you can also find links to my email newsletter as well as all of my social media there. Thank you so much for being here. Reiki is an abundant force, and I super love sharing it with all of you. It makes me so happy. The more of you are here, the merrier. So thank you so much. And oh, the kitten is purring. I'm sure you can hear it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a bigger look at that grid and get into the healing. Oh, that is a Gertie purr. Yes, it is. Ooh, that grid came out really pretty. Thank you everyone for inspiring this beautiful grid, which is currently being christened in cat hair. Little strands of love everywhere. Your babies are both there looking for healing, and they're aw, awesome. Okay, so everyone go ahead, get into any position that feels comfortable. I'm going to start sending this Reiki. I will see you all in 25 minutes. Enjoy your session. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out at your own pace. Slowly stretch, move, or bend if your body needs it to come back. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It's an honor and a pleasure as always to share this healing energy with all of you. If you have any questions or anything to share, just let me know. Go ahead and put it into the chat. You're so welcome, Catherine. And welcome everyone that came in during the healing. Welcome in, it's good to have you. I'm happy to answer any questions, or if you have anything to share, I'm here to listen. And of course, as always, I'm here 5 times a week. Same days, same times. And if you subscribe with your notifications on, you won't miss a chance. Go ahead and hit that like button if this was helpful to you. And I will be putting out the tarot for all 12 signs for July tomorrow. So definitely remember to check in so that you can see what you have in store for the month ahead. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome, Chris. It's wonderful to see you both. Yeah, I'm sorry the cats needed some calming down. We have a storm coming in, and they don't usually respond to storms, but this one they are. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Susan. You're welcome, the Gelguire. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Key. You're so welcome, Patty. Yep, and you can always schedule your one-on-one distance healings and tarot readings with me at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. There is a Reiki 1 class this weekend with just a couple spaces left. And I will be back live Friday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. as usual. You're welcome, Heart. So good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. I do hope to see you all again soon. Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful, Patty. Absolutely. Ooh! We've got a little Gertie on the grid. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you talking? You talking? Okay. Okay, everyone, have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope to see you again soon. Take care, and bye for now.